Hello, hi there. This is Rajkishore from NMIT, and I am here to explain basic NetApp configurations and administration self-placed lab. By the end of this lab, you should be able to work with following tasks given below: getting to know your equipment kit, working with data on tap administrative interface, hardware basics and management physical components, creating and managing aggregates, setting up storage virtual machines, creating and managing volumes on SVM, sharing volume with Windows client, and the exporting volume Unix and Linux client. Followed by that, you can able to see the architectural layer of the NetApp. So let's get started. In this lab, we will be knowing about our environment and then connectivity problems and then issues faced by NetApp clients. And we will be configuring few settings which will be useful for throughout this exercise. To check the internet, just double click on the putty. Now we will be logging using cluster 1 management. We need to give our login credential on the putty. Now we will be testing our health status using putty by using the command cluster show. This states that our cluster is healthy. Now let us check on the date and time settings. Just type time zone. We need to change our time zone to the US to get the synchronization from the NetApp. For that, we need to modify the time zone. Use time zone US Pacific to change the timing. You can able to see one entry is modified. Now retype time zone again so you can see the time has been changed. To show the license, we need to use the command license show. Able to see the license are successfully installed. Now let us move to the next task. This task, you will be adding a domain name to the new host. Click on the server manager and click on the DNS. Now click on the WK12 and able to verify the host which are presented right now. New host, click on the action button and press on the add new host. On the name tab, just type cluster 1. IP address has 192.168.0.101. On add host. Same manner, we need to add a host for the Linux server. The name is CentOS64 and then IP address is 192.168.0.10. Now click on add host. Click on done button. It's done. You can able to see the cluster 1 and CentOS on the forward lookup zone. Now we need to ping both the IP address to resolve it. On the command prompt, type ping cluster 1. Yes, it is pinging. The IP address is resolved. Same way, we need to ping CentOS64. Yes, it is pinging. The IP address is also got resolved. Finally, we ipconfig for the network end.
Let's get started with the lab 2 exercise. In this, we just need to open the command prompt and you can see the previous putty things on it. Now we have to type cluster show. For more information, we need to press Q. Now type cluster to get into the colon mode. That means it's a secured mode into the cluster. Now to check the clusters interface create, we can find numerous number of codes on it. Now type create question mark. So you can find the examples of what we can use on it. Now you type man command to know the manual of the clusters. use spacebar to scroll up and down. Now type man cluster. So use spacebar to scroll up. So you can see the various number of management console. Now type network and question mark. So you can see FCP options and interface options on the screen. Now type network to get into the network mode. There you can see the logical interface status and network address are displayed. Now click on the internet option to go into the local host settings, that is data on tap command system. Type cluster 1 and then credential is admin and NetApp 1 and click add button. So you can see the cluster status and the interface status here. The address is the and then uplink. Now we need to move to the local host 127.0.0.1. So you can able to see our aggregates, disk, storage, configuration settings such as systems, tools, security, highly available jobs and logs. Click on the disk button and you can able to see the numerous number of disks on it. And then now click on the system tool. You can see the NTP service is enabled and you can able to see the time zone. Change to the US Pacific region. Now on the next step we will be just expanding Vserver by just pressing the plus button. So we can able to see the cluster 1 here, and then now we just need to press the node plus button and we can able to see cluster 101 and cluster 02. Both the things are enabled. SNMP is enabled and trap is enabled. Now click on SNMP and edit the general setting. You need to give a contact and a location, but we are doing with the community names such as just give add button, just type public and click OK and OK. So here we are able to see the public name. So we have created a community name that is kind of social group in NetApp. In this lab we are managing the data on tap cluster with on command system. And on the left navigation panel just click on the disk. You have to click on the aggregate and you need to verify the details. So you can see details, volume and disk layout. Now click on the volume and you can able to see the one volume is aggregated with 900 MB, and then you can check on the disk size. So now you can see that it is zeroed, the properties are, and that broken detail is not available. Let us check on the port adapters. Just double click on the port adapter on the left navigation panels. So you can able to see Ethernet port and FCOE ports. That means a cable kind of ports. So we are going to interface, we are going to check the interface. COA, OB, OC, OD and OE, everything is online. So we can see the MAC address even. Clicking on the cluster identity show on the putty command. So it is verified and the current location and contact is not available, and give storage question mark. So again we need to know which command we are going to use. So we are entering to storage mode and then disk show. So it will be listing all the disk with the size which we have seen before. just give double dot, and then to get exit from the exit from the storage mode to the normal mode. Now type storage disk 0 space and then type network interface show. So we can able to see the network logic interface status and network admin address, and then uplink the internet ports and home is alive, and the nodes of the cluster. So these displays, it shows that we are connected to the Ethernet ports. Now just go back to the data on tap command and click on add button, create button. In that aggregate name you just need to change to agree1 and just write type as db and click on next and just give select, and we need to select the disk is number of capacity disk to be used 16. Save and close. The details are viewed and click create to continue. Aggregate AGSO created. Now you can able to see, view and verify our system is online. Thus aggregate is nothing but a folder kind of structure. Now click on the putty. Create a storage aggregate through putty. Just type storage aggregate create -aggregate agree2 -node cluster 01 disk type FCAL disk count 16 write type write underscore db and click on enter. You can able to see the created aggregate. The job is successful. Now type storage aggregate show. So you can able to see we have created two aggregates with agree1 and agree2. One is through putty, another is to on command system management. Now type storage aggregate create aggregate test discount 5. So it will be testing our job. The job is succeed done. So it is a successful one. The storage, now type storage agree show. So you can able to see the storage with 5 entries were displayed with size using status void. Now type storage aggregate offline disk agree test. So the offline is successful. Now type storage aggregate delete. It will ask for the permission. Yes, job succeed done. So the disk 0 spare and press enter. So you can view it on the data on tap command. So just click on the cluster and you can see that the disk is zeroing percentage is 6 percentage. So this is how the deletion process starts. So just if you want to know more, just click on the refresh button. So you can able to see the process is going on. Use on data command system manage. Please ensure that we have deleted the aggregate and tested, and we have new agree1 in cluster 01 and agree2 in cluster 02. Now let us move to the vserver management. The vserver management, just click on it. You can able to see the cluster 1 and just click create. So we have started with the vserver details. So just type svm1 sif nif and icsc and click submit and continue. The security protocol is NFS protocol. We need to give the IP address as followed, and then we in this configure of cifs just give save and continue. We have to give some credential for the ICSCSI. It's a kind of cable thing. Lift per node is 2, is the maximum is 2 and minimum is also 2. Now we have to give save and continue. In this vserver administrative tool, it's an optional one, but we need to give vserver administration and then password and the details, and just give save and continue and verify the details and click OK. Now we can able to see the CIF, NIF and ICSI port connections. Now just go through the first lab for this thing. So just we have to create two hosts like svm1 and svm1 underscore data on the IP address followed by 192.168.0.11. Once it is done, just verify it. So we have created svm1 and svm1 data, so we have to synchronize this. Let us check if it is getting dissolved. Yes, it is pinging. So next we have to ping the other svm1 data. It's pinging, so hopefully it get connected now. So the next step is to connect with the storage through this host IDs. So already we have created CIF and then NIF protocols and ICSCI. Now go to the data on tab command and click on the cluster. You can able to see the edit option SVM. In the name you need to just allocate the resource, delegate volume creation, click on the agree 1 and agree 2 which we have created previously, save and continue. So just click on the SVM, create volume. So in this we have to rename as volume 1 and then agree, just choose agree 1 and the total size is 1 GB. So you can able to see that it is not exactly 1 GB, it is 972.66 MB due to some reservation. So we can able to see there are few files which have been created previously. So we can see the namespace now. The namespace is nothing. We need to replicate the file to the client system. Can able to see team project X Z and project Y as NTFS service style security system. It is normally on Windows Server systems. Now this is kind of hierarchical structure, tree structure. Now under volume it's team and then project. So click on the SVM, click create share. We need to create a share on it. So just click on the down arrow button, just downsize again and click the volume. So we have created a new share. Can able to check it, verify it. Yes, it is there, volume 1. So click edit again. In under the volume we need to set some permission, so it is everyone, the control is on full, so everyone can use it. So we just need to add one. Click on the user group, it's learn/administrator and click add again. Now save and continue. Now click on the my computer. You can able to see the storage structure. Now click on the mapping the device drive. you can able to see the team. Inside the teams there's a project Y and project Z. So we are creating project Y directory 1 inside. So this file will be replicated to all of the client system. So through the permission settings, if you, now you can see we have to browse the file, give project Y, read only access to the contractor, and click create. So we have created a policy on it, and the path is volume, team, and project of Y. Now we can check the permissions. So it is read only, so we need to uncheck the full control and change and save and exit. Now you have to map another drive as drive Y, and then you can just put this thing like double slash is kind of server svm1, and it's read only. Just open it, create a new file on it. So it's destination folder access denied. You can't able to create one because this file is only for read only. So the client or the customer can't able to create a new file on it. So in this lab we have learned how to do the read only file access. So now we are going to configure the NFS. The status is enabled. Just go back to the putty, click on the Linux, login as admin and password. Now ping svm1 underscore data. Yeah, the address is got resolved. Just go back to the add name mapping entry. Direction is Unix to window. The position is 1. The root is unlearn administration, and add. Map as name mapping is added. Now Windows to Unix. The position is 2. It's learn / administrator. Replacement is root. Now click on add. Now we have to set some policies. Export policies. You can able to see the default policies which we can change now. We need to create a new rule. So we are selecting a namespace file on this. Just go back to the putty and type mount or no log svm1 data / volume1 mount point and click enter. You can able to view and just type ls on it, so you can able to see the team. Now just go back to the on command system management and click OK. Created policy name under security data. The name is security data volume 1, and then aggregate is 1, and just click create. In this we need to give a security detail styles. Now you can able to see on the top of the hierarchical data structures, it's a security data underscore volume 1. So just go back to the putty, type ls to list the file. You can able to see test. Now type make directory test. Now list it. you can able to see test on the blue text, and we have successfully completed our entire lab sessions. The final learning outcome is NetApp makes storage appliance based on commodity hardware and proprietary software that aims to make manage vast amount of storage easily enough less than 5 minutes. Thank you for listening. Keep watching my upcoming updates.